Hi, my name is Lost Ninja, and you're watching Lost Ninja Plays Darkosto's Invasion Modpack, version 1.0.5. This is episode 16. Probably more of the same. At the end of the last episode, I was doing some fairly major base remodelling, and since I recorded that, I have finished my fairly major base remodelling. And doesn't look much different up here. But I have a hole downstairs now. I've moved my growing area as well. I can't remember if I've put more turrets in, or if I've put those more turrets in before. But yeah, I've got some more turrets. I planted a whole load of canola because I'm going to need some other form of fuel source in the fairly near future. I've got some more redstone. I haven't got any more ender lilies because I haven't found any more seeds. That's going to be where my cows live. I figure if I put them inside, I'm less likely to have invaders kill them. It didn't take as long as I was expecting either, which was quite nice. However, there's bad sides as well. I found a potion of regeneration too. I don't know where that came from. Pop it in there. Actually, that'd be quite good to have in the bag, wouldn't it? There's that one as well. No, healing. I don't know where that one came from then. Anyway, so we'll put those back in there. Put that in there as well. Right, I want to get those two cows out. Oh yeah, sometimes you seem to be able to stack soul vials, and sometimes you can't. I've never quite worked out what the rationale for the ones you can is. What I don't have is any wheat seeds. I'll need wheat seeds if I want to. Oh, I'm getting bones. Bone meal. Got some bone meal. I'll have to go and find some wheat seeds so that I can grow my cows a bit. So basically, what I want to do is get two cows out like that. Yes, I've got my empty soul vials again. I want then to breed them, so I've got two more cows, and then put them back in the vials, so that if the invaders get in and decide to kill my cows, I've got some spares, so to speak. Oh yes, I've now finished doing that. I've got tons of steel. Not so much of the coal coat left now. What I don't have is an awful lot of coal. Two stacks and a little bit of coal. I'm low on nether quartz. Yeah, this stuff, laser creeper plasma. Basically, creepers have returned to the game. Instead of being nice, friendly little things to just blow up, they now shoot you full of lasers first. Which is probably not the best of ways to find them. That is completely not needed anymore, and that shouldn't be on at all. Global. There we go. Inventory. Oh, I see. It's in utility mode. There we go. Yeah, basically, I put it in utility mode when I'm doing lots of building. So I've got the delete button, the thingy button. I've got some more. I've got spare charcoal for a change. I planted a couple of trees in my new tree growing area, but I decided, because I ended up with a raider shooting arrows at me, hiding behind a tree down here, that I wouldn't use it for growing trees anymore. But we'll have to see, because we'll need more trees at some point. I think I'm going to sleep first though, so get light, and then I'm going to find some grass seeds, or wheat seeds I should say. The plan for this episode is probably more of the same. A little bit of building, but mostly it's going to be making some more. Aha! I found that chest. Not that chest. You know what I mean? Okay. I've also got the wrong pickaxe. Yeah. Because an unenchanted diamond pickaxe really wasn't cutting it when it came to trying to dig out a huge amount of resources. So I made a new one and give it a. Oh, it had there you go, efficiency 10, unbreaking 10, and the shovel had efficiency 5, unbreaking 10. I don't know, should I sort of say, well, yeah, this is just how I play when I'm not on camera? Ow, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. Or that. Or any of that, actually. Bugger. Alright, let's go around the end and climb back up. Ah! Forgot about that. Taking that door out there. I had a door at that end at one point. Making it easy to get up the side of the hill. So we'll, you know what? Blow it. I'm going to pick those up. And I'm just going to keep them for, doing things with when I'm... Because it's annoying as hell to try and, you know, you do all your digging and stuff. And, you can't get anything done because it takes weeks to dig anything out. I mean, I suppose the point of this mod pack is that you're not actually supposed to be digging lots of stuff out because the resources just aren't there. But at the same time, you still need to you know, edit the terrain. Here comes the fish. Will I get out before the fish gets me? No. Right, I do need to heal up though, so let's... Oh, I've got gazillions of bandages and stuff now. Eat the bread and heal that by. There. I don't think I've finished any more quests there. Let's have a look. Did we finish anything more? No. Upgrades I haven't even started. New settlement I haven't done anything on. Automation is the one I'm roughly working towards. I want to do that and that and that. I keep meaning to do the power thing, but the thing is, while I need it, I don't need it, sort of thing. At the moment, yeah, if I put that power generation thing in, all that's going to happen is my furnaces are going to eat my all my charcoal up. So, not something I really need particularly. Must admit, I was just beginning to think that I couldn't remember the last time I had actually seen wheat seeds. Don't need. Oh, what is that stuff anyway? I can't remember. Industrial hemp. I don't need that. To be honest, I'm not certain why I'm bothering with picking up that stuff any longer, because I don't really need leather anymore. I suppose there's going to be at some point at the end, in the end, there's going to be at some point in the future where I will need it, but at the moment, no, I don't need leather at all. I haven't brought my gathering bags with me either, so it's not really supposed to be a long trip. This is just to try and find some wheat seeds. That's a big hole. There's nothing down it that's particular. I mean, this is the thing about this game. There's a lot of, not this game, this particular mod pack. One of the things that I don't like about it, in certain. Ooh, oh, I'm glad I found that. That'd be very useful. Thing is, I've got endstone to use. I just haven't got anything to plant on it at the moment. Well, I do now, but I didn't. Yeah, it's one of the annoying things is the fact that there's all this underground stuff, but there's absolutely no impetus to explore it because all you get when you do explore it is a big hole in the ground. It's got nothing in it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can breed it up. I can breed what wheat seeds I've got to produce something more useful. Alright, let's eat before I starve to death again, which is always embarrassing. But I don't know. It's like in a way, it's like the harvest craft stuff. Yeah, I'm doing this. That must have been the last time I was here. Doing this. There's all these things spawning out of the ground. Yeah. I pick one of them up, two of them up maybe. Yeah, because there's all this extra harvest craft stuff. But unless I'm actually really into the cooking, a loaf of bread, which I can make with. Well, actually, to be fair, I haven't made any loaves of bread yet at all, because they all come from boxes and stuff. Is just as good as whatever I can make with Pam's Harvest Craft. It's what do they call it? And it's an embarrassment of riches, really. I've got all this extra stuff that I'm never going to use. And I mean, I know when people put them in packs, it's not because they know I'm not going to use it, because they know some people will use it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I've been here before. Right, grab that. And that. Seems I still haven't found a replacement for it. Oh, actually, I tell you what I'm going to do, right? Yeah, well, let's get rid of all the junk I'm not going to use. Sorry, my mouse is acting up again. Let's look at the map. Where are we? I'm so not out here to do any real exploring. I think we're going to actually go back to the base now anyway. Right. Right, so basically what I want to do is plant about 9 of these. I've got space for them over there. Pardon me. I'd quite like to get some chickens as well, because I want some eggs. Which would be quite useful for the seeds. I don't need, no, I need corn. Right, so right, I'm not certain that this works, but I seem to remember. Oh no, is that the wrong button? No, that's not the wrong button. Yeah, you can throw the stuff on the floor and they will produce calves, young. You can breed without actually giving it to them directly, is what I'm trying to say. No, it's a familial response. We don't like saying babies when we're talking about young cows. Right, let's get some iron and make some more bolts. Oh, I can't do it in there, can I? Of course. be fair, I'm not finding a great deal of need for ender pearls yet. I'm sure it'll come, but at the moment, ender pearls are just things that I need. Don't need. Some of are just things that I have. I found a way of breaking this stuff though. Most of these, no, probably about half of the redstone here actually came from my own initial placement of it. Basically, you dig out from underneath it, but make sure you don't let it fall. Stick torches underneath that and let it fall on the torches. The problem is, if it doesn't fall, you're going to break it because the gravity system doesn't work brilliantly. Yeah, I think if we pop that off there, drop turrets. Come on, pick up. Not going to pick up, is it? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Put it on the side instead. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to drain power. I can't see the point in getting rid of all the power until but I don't think this thing is actually ever fired. No, I'm not going to sleep through the night. I've got things to build. Right, first things first, we're going to build ourselves a... Now, the first thing we're going to do is put some... have a look at Ender.io. Oh, I always do that. It doesn't work that way. Right, I want to build one of those. So I need iron plates, I need basic capacitors, and I need block redstone. I can do all that. But the other thing I want to build is I want to build some power conduit. Enhanced energy circuit conduit, which uses energetic alloy. Which is the same as the basic recipe. I might as well just go straight for that, mightn't I? Because it's redstone, gold, and glowstone. Well, I've got all of that. And it's going to be no slower making that than it is making the other stuff, yeah? So what I mean is I could put in... I can make electrical steel, or whatever, no, it's conductive, this stuff. Conductive iron. Conductive iron, which makes the... blah blah blah, energy conduit. Yeah, but I've still got to make 3 chunks of it. I might as well just make that stuff, mightn't I? Yeah, and then if I get any extra, I can make the... I'll tell you what else I want to do. What I want to do is I want to put another hopper in, feeding the other way into that one. For a hopper, we need some tin plate. I've only got 2 left. But that's not an issue. We can make more tin plate. I'm going to move these next. Because if you notice, they're on the edge of a precipice now. So... Right. Now, that's a thought. What happened to the... I might have lost... I'm not saying for certain, but I might have lost the plates that come with it. Or not come with it. That you know, that you place when you... I'll have to find the receipt for this mouse, find out how old it is, because it's really, really beginning to drive me mad now. Right, back to the old pickaxe that I shouldn't have. I suppose you could say it's the mouse mat I'm running it on, but to be honest, right, simple. Would you rather watch me? If anyone's watching this, would you rather watch me dig the old-fashioned way, bearing in mind how long it takes me to dig the old-fashioned way, or would you rather I just got on with it with something that does it at speed? Right. I have to go and find some more more of that stuff that I can't remember the name of. Ah, Lissai. I wonder what I use chalk dust for. Not good, is it? Oh, there we go. Let's say we've lost some coke risks. Which I suppose in a way is, well, I'm using a cheaty sort of pickaxe to break my coke bricks, so maybe that's just one of those things, isn't it? I can't really complain, but it would be annoying if I had lost it completely. Where is my engineering hammer? Doesn't seem to be there, does it? Yes, it does. It'd be there. You know, for all the amount of I don't think it loses its... No, it doesn't. I was going to say, I don't think it loses its content. That would have been annoying if it did, though, wouldn't it? There we go. I'm going to move that one as well. Oh, well, that is where that came from. They give me an extra one. Give me any. Oh, there we go. Yeah, what I was going to say is I need to go and find more of this stuff, because if I've got any, I've got a very small amount left. And because it all came from knocking down world generation structures, I can't just... I mean, yeah, actually, that's a lie. I can just go out and make some more. Right, we did have some of that. Yeah, there we go. Right, but it's not something I can just pick up easily. I think it's probably the best way of putting it. I've got some, yeah, no question, but I haven't got a lot of it. I can make the 2 for that. Right, the next thing then, I want to put the various structures in that I had before, which would be 2 engineering blocks, 2 heavy engineering blocks, 2 pistons, and the scaffolding. These I'm going to dig into the ground. But where am I going to dig them in? I don't want to break that. Don't want to break that. Power generation, I think I'm going to move in here somewhere. But I'm not certain about it, because there's no defence of the roof there, and my turrets won't reach there. I'd have to put another turret in here, so no, I'm not going to put them there. 3 wide. 3. Let's just put them in the middle here. They might fall through the floor, but I don't think so. I'm going to fall through the floor because I need that back. Yay, my turrets. I love my turrets. Because my turrets are cool. Right, yeah, I am gonna put them there, but I'm gonna put them there instead. Okay, so we want 1, 2, 1, 2. Heavy engineering block at the bottom. Right, and then we need the conveyor belts, which we're gonna have around that way round. I don't know actually. I'm going to try that. I don't know if that will work or not. The thing is, I don't know how it assembles itself. I mean, does it just assemble it any old how based on what you put in there? So that's that's the basic assembly. Does it then just make it a standard? What am I got to hit to make it work? I thought it was the piston you've got to hit, but it must be the heavy block underneath it. Let's see. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's right, what the hell have I done? Oh, I think maybe these need to actually be facing the way I don't know then. There's nothing inherently different with what I've got there to what I had when I picked it up, yeah? Unless have I got the redstone and the heavy engineering block the wrong way around? I think that's what I've got wrong. Right, so I've put the redstone down the bottom, and the pistons on top, and the heavies on top of that. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. I will put those back where I want them. No, that didn't seem to work either. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Multi-block constructions. Light engineering, redstone. Metal constructions. No. Right, none of that works. Construction, powered tools and simple machines. We want the mining drill. Assembler. No, not the assembler. Automated workbench. No. What the hell is it then? Metal press. Metal press is an automated way of shaping metal. It uses a high pressure piston to press a mould onto an ingot, forming it into a plate or rod or other metal components. Structure is created shown above to form multi-block. Click on the piston with an engineer's hammer. If I click on the piston with an engineer's hammer, it works fine now. Even though before all it did was Right, let's just break the top part of it again so we get the structure back. Bearing in mind, it didn't work last time. Let's see if we can actually rotate that. Yeah, if that's not in the right place, that just doesn't work, does it? How about that? You learn something new every day. No, I'm happy with that. That's what I wanted. The only thing is now it means that when I put that bit down, and I can't see what sort of plate they've got in them, if any. Bearing in mind when I picked it up, I lost the plates, or there was the appearance of losing the plates that I put into them. Yeah, I've lost the plates from them, so I need to make some more plates. I don't know how to do that. Time to get up. Wonderful. Right, so I need to make a metal press. This is not steel and iron. I can do that, no problem. How do I make wire plate? I need some wire and some steel plate. I haven't got any wire, have I? I can't make wire. Oh, this sucks. Can I make wire from? Oh, I can't make wire from that. I've got a problem then. If you lose the wire plate, you cannot recreate it. Because the only way of making wire is to do it in the wire thing. So let's just check the recipe of that. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, just gonna have a look over here. Make sure these plates didn't actually drop out somewhere. Ow. And not good. Not good at all. Didn't kill me though, did it? Which is nice. I'm not going to use that one. Let's use some splash ones up. No, I hadn't realised I'd got those there. I'm going to expand the redstone. I'm just not in any rush to do so at the moment. Right, so I'm going to have to just cheat them in, I think. There doesn't seem to be any other way of getting them. I can get the... well, I suppose we could have a look. Do we have a copper plate to try it with? No. So we're going to need to get 4 iron plates and 4 steel plates and 4 iron. But I don't think we're going to be in a position to do what we want. Right, so that's the... at least I assume that's the right plate. I can't tell. And then from blocks we want... If we've got any, we don't seem to have any. But we want one of those. Wire connectors from the top. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Ah, okay. Now, question: can we make a tin wire? No, we've got copper, electrum, aluminium, or steel. Right. Basically, what we're trying to find out is, can we make wire with the wire cutter? If we can't, and we can, that's alright, I can make one now though. So, was it steel plates I needed for that? I think it was, wasn't it? Oh, come on. Mouse, stop failing me. Right, so, can't do it in there. Yeah. Well, it's simple really. If I had... Hang on, what was that recipe? If I had cheated them in, I would have failed myself. But yeah, it's the sort of thing. A steel sheet metal. What the heck do you use those for? Oh, it's more quark stuff, I'm guessing. Well, alright, it's not. What do you use that for? I can make it back into steel sheet metal. So basically, I'd be wasting my iron plates. Yeah. Right. So I've got plates, I've got wires. Yay! Which gives me 32 of those. I want another hopper. Because I want to use a hopper there so I can grind up some silver. Silver? Yeah, 32 silver. And we'll just nothing there. Push. Must admit, I thought it was set to go out that way. It appears it isn't. And I can combine the silver and the stuff. Basically, what I'm going to do is I've got to make one of those things that I want to make anyway. Yeah. Which will any bullets there? Well, just out of interest, what is a range upgrade look like? Fire rate, accuracy, range. I need... Ooh, they're not too bad. Does it tell me how far, what they upgrade? +2 range per upgrade, and it stacks up to 4 times. And they're upgrades, so I can only put 4 in at maximum, which is like 8 blocks. I'm sort of tempted with that. I'm not going to do it immediately, but I'm sort of tempted on that one. Right. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to put oh, that makes me so happy. But not as good as lasers, because lasers don't require ammunition, but I don't require the huge number of resources to make the laser ones, which I just don't have the right. So we straight for 16 of those. Better make the I want some copper. 4 copper sounds about right. And we'll get a stack of gold nuggets, 4 copper and some redstone. They're still a bit out of my price range. And those are the ones I'll probably end up making. 40 RF per tick's not great, but you know, you connect them up to a battery. If you're not using the power at the time, you know you're doing quite well. Iron plates, right? So I need to make 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. I make 1 of those. I haven't got the iron plates out yet. Right, iron plate, where are you? Tin plate, steel plate, but no iron plate. So I will go over here. Well, yeah, I only need 4. I get that, but the way I see it is, I'd be better off making sure I've got some more for future recipes. Okie dokie. So that makes 1 of those, and that can then go there. And then instead of having 4 or 3 of these inputs, we're going to have 1. To there. That's not bad input power, is it really? I mean, alright, these things are going to run out of fuel before they get anywhere with them. Well, I think part of the problem is that these wires only take a certain amount of current, and I think when I've got it like this, they've maxed it out. But to be fair, I don't really. It's not an area of expertise I'm good with, so it might be that I'm barking up the wrong tree, sort of thing. But we should have another quest completed. Oh, it wants to be put. So we get double air capacitor, a Restonia crystal. So 8 Restonia crystals. To go for power reserves 2, which is that one. We need an empowered Restonia crystal, which means we need an empowerer. I've never actually used an empowerer. I know what the principle is because I've watched other people use them, but I've never actually used one myself. So I'm sort of slightly not happy with it. Right, but I'm going to move my bed. I'm going to need space up here to put this empowerer down. Plus my bed's probably safer down here anyway, isn't it? Right, my spawn point is set. Well, the theory is at the moment that eventually, yeah, I'm going to have walls up here and probably a roof. Or possibly even a second floor. But at the moment, I'm not going to bother. Right, I've got the same number of books I put in back. That's good. The next thing I really need to do is look at the void resources and the vat. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, that's alright, they are completed. I don't really need a pump, unless I were to use it for lava, but then I would need some way of getting the lava back to my base. So, I don't know. Because there's all that lava there. If I could use the pump to get all that lava there, or some of that lava there, into my base, I could make lava power generation. Which would be good. The issue I have is that the I should have looked a bit more carefully before I jumped, admittedly. Right, so what I actually want to do is bung that hole up. Because I don't really want the water flowing down where I'm. Right. Yes, we have lava monsters. 12. So we actually went down quite a long way, didn't we? Now we got to go all the way back up. Clay. Nice. Alright, so we're going to make the pump next, I think. And then we're going to make fluid conduit from the pump, which will be the bottom of this hole, all the way up to the top here. And then we will have our lava generators when we get them round to them somewhere here, possibly under the ground, under the floor there. 1, 2. I suspect I've turned particles off, which is why I'm not getting the sort of particles I would expect from those cows. Okie dokie. Right, and how much fuel have we got left? We're not doing badly for fuel, are we, really? I'm going to move those at some point, but not yet. Probably wait till I've got the next tier of battery up there, because then I can make sure that all the power. Basically, when I break those, I lose whatever power's in them. 2, 4, 6. I've got 6 of them. Yeah, so wait until I can take all the power out of them before I do it. They're not going through power, not power, they're not going through bullets as fast as I thought they would. Must admit. I don't know what target multi does. I have a feeling it's designed to do the if you've got 2 turret head things, you know, the actual gun bits, it will fire at 2 different targets. But I don't know. Don't know. I did have some iron plates. I thought I did, but I couldn't see them, so I assumed I was misremembering things. Right, so next thing is, what was I going to make next? I wanted to make a pump next, didn't I? There is only the one pump. Well, there's only the one ranged pump. Ooh. A lava bucket, a water bucket, 4 obsidian, a block of diamond, and 2 iron pickaxes. It's not that bad, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get the feeling it's more. It's going to be more for me. It's going to be the block, the crafting block's going to break. I need 6 of those. Especially if I hit it rather than... Right. I need buckets, don't I? I have a feeling I've got some buckets. 1 bucket, 2 buckets, so I just need to go and get some lava. Oh look, here's some I prepared earlier. No, I didn't leave it there for that reason. To be fair, I had completely forgotten about it. Oh. Not forgotten that it was there, because obviously I can see it every time I go there. I mean, in the sense that I hadn't sort of given any thought to why I've got it there, if you see what I mean. Please, yeah, I didn't use my buckets up. I'm happy about that. Right. I get from that pressurized fluid conduit, lever, and a singularity tank. Claim reward. It doesn't unlock anything new though. I suppose I'm not terribly surprised about. Ooh, 2 blocks of diamond, 4 blocks of iron, a digital guide, and an assembler. Void resource miner controller. I've never used these. I've seen them being used, but never actually used them myself. So right, void or miner controller. Oh my god, that's expensive. Block of diamond, block of iron, block of quartz, got loads of those. Block of gold, 4 blocks of gold. A clear lens, which is basically just clear glass, which is enriched sand, which is quartz plus sand. Ouch. And how many do I need of those? Oh, it backs. No, my back arrows, my back thing's not working. And a laser core. I need clear glass, so I'm going to need about 8 clear glass. No, 8. 12 clear glass. So 12 sand plus 12 of those. Right. Let's do 16. I very much doubt we won't have any use of any more of it. I've got sand as well. Right. Stick that in a furnace. Okay. Silver grit plus silver grit. Because we need to make electrum wire. For the next tier of power distribution. To be honest, at the moment I'm not planning on changing from this power distribution to that. Largely because, you know, I've got them all the towers and stuff in place. And it looks good. Let's be fair here, it does actually look really good. Right. Right, let's see. What do we're going to make it a lens, which was a lens, which is 3 clear glass. Basically, I'm going to need some more of that anyway, because I haven't... Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, I might not. 1 clear lens. 1 laser core, so I need 2 redstone and 2 iron. 2 redstone, 2 iron. Right, so I've got that bit. I've got that bit. I just need the block of quartz. I should have blocks of quartz. Wow. It's the first time I've actually made one of those, so I'm not altogether certain how you use it. Maybe it'll say here. Right. Your last chance of collecting resources is to bypass the surface into the void. Below the bedrock has a possibility of resource collection. Use the digital guide to assist you in building the void resource miner tier 1 structure. Don't forget to power it and use a chest to collect the resources. Yeah, how do I actually place it though? Because it means I've got to get below the void, but how do I do that? Tier 1, what have I just made? I've not made that at all. Void ore. I was supposed to make resource. Ah, bugger. Made the wrong one. I need netherrack and moss stone. I can get both of those. And end stone, but I need more lasers and stuff. Right then, so we need. Oh, gold. I'll do 2 more of those. As I thought, we've got that. Can we turn that into quartz? We can. Right then, so we'll put can we turn that into sand? Probably not the most efficient way of doing it, but mostly into gravel. Can we turn gravel into sand? Yeah. Got loads of that. Right, that's pretty much the end of that episode. To be honest, I could keep going for another hour because it's all the same. There's nothing particularly interesting now, I don't think, until we get onto something completely new, like the upgrades or the one of the other areas that we haven't done anything of at all. But we'll see. I'm gonna make some more dark steel balls as well. Which is dark steel, which is made by smelting iron, coal, and obsidian. Pardon me. Coal dust at that. It's still spitting it out sideways. That's really weird. It's not supposed to put anything out sideways. Maybe it's because that's on pull there, I don't know. Not really too much of an issue, but it just surprised me, that's all. Okay, so what we want to make... Oh yeah, we want to put coal into that. We should need some obsidian now. What did I do with... Well, I got 2 buckets back from... Oh, they're there. Can't believe I made the wrong sort of thing. Void or miner controller. Does make you wonder if it works. If it works, it would be sensible to use it, wouldn't it? Ow. We got 42, that'll do me for now. That's something you can do whilst climbing, which I was going to stop this video, wasn't I? Something you can do while climbing that you don't have to worry about. You can climb just as fast whilst healing as you can whilst not healing. Right. Definitely need more of those. $60 RF per tick, 300,000 RF. Right then. Right, what was the one I was supposed to be making and failed to do? Void resource. What we'll do is we'll void res. 1,854 voxels, 8,000 voxels, 1 voxel, minus 58 billion or something. Does seem a bit of a strange way of doing it. But anyway, that is the end of that's going to be the end of episode 16 at that point. I'm not going to do anything off camera. I'm just going to come back and do episode 17. So I'm going to save, exit and save and back it up, because I do that sometimes when I remember. So that when, like on the beginning of episode 14, I lost my progress 3 times. I actually have a backup to use, which is nice. Right, so yeah, saving quick to title. I will be back shortly.